My dumbass managers started an incentive and then got mad because it was working. At my job, there are 4 main roles that I have to assign people to do every day. As sup, there's one specific role people generally dislike as it requires dealing with customers significantly more than the others. We discussed in the management meeting how to generate more interest in filling this role and also boost sales by using an incentive. Sell X products, get Y thing free. We all agreed this was a good idea that we'd move forward with. Fast forward a week, and the incentive is an incredible success. People were openly volunteering to do that role, and we sold completely out of the products they wanted to upsell almost immediately. Everyone was stoked and started asking what the challenge was every morning. Now, the other day we have another manager meeting, and immediately the other sups and the managers start grumbling that everyone keeps asking about the incentive, and they should just do it because it's their job. Big boss says, we can't just be handing stuff out left and right. We can. The store makes a stupid amount of money, and how we should only give out rewards if somebody sets an all-time record. I jump in that I disagree, and that people will become unmotivated if the incentive is unattainable. I'm instantly overruled and now the incentive is gone. Why the fuck are morons running the world? It's not even just that it improves morale. It boosted sales tremendously. It's good for employees in the store. But God fucking forbid you have to hear someone excited about the incentive program that you started. Now I get to deal with staff that had their morale cut, and bitching from management that sales are down. Stupid fucks. And when the sales decrease and they realize you were right, they'll pretend like they have no idea why it's happening. They never wanted it to work. They wanted sales to increase, but not to the point they had to pay out the incentive. When schools started requiring community service hours, I had a administrator and principal mad that the only reason these kids are doing all this work is to get their hours. It's like that because most managers are lazy and greedy. They believe that now they're at the top, they shouldn't need to work as hard because they've done their time. The people on the bottom or currently climbing the ladder, it's now their turn to slave away. The managers should be working the hardest of all the employees and earn their pay. The reason there's so many of these people is because they prefer the other managers be people who maintain this shitty status quo instead of good managers who may challenge it and make it so they actually need to earn their paychecks. Disclaimer: I know how some Redditors think. Some may see how I said, most managers are lazy, and for some reason assume I am referring to them. If you are a manager, it is up to you to decide whether you are part of the shitty majority or not, before getting offended. Ooh, I've got one like this. Owners of a previous company I worked for set a bonus system in place that if you made $3,000 in 38 hours you got $100 bonus in your hand. I tried for it multiple times. Never achieved it. Because even though we had the client flow I couldn't match the pace. It would be 4 haircuts an hour over 8 hours including a 30-minute break. I asked him, why is the figure so high? I don't know what you mean. X and Y shop make it all the time. I asked what they were charging per cut, and it was $5 minus 8 more. So I said the whole system needs overhauling. There's no way I will make that bonus without wrecking myself and doing a shitty job, and he pretty much said yeah, that's the point. Fast forward to a few years later and I'm working in another one of their shops with a girl who can consistently pump out 10-minute, good quality cuts. This shop charges even less, but she gets the bonus almost every week. Owner comes in to see if she's cheating the system. Finds that she isn't, then raises the figure to $3,300. She smashes that. He raises it to $3,400. She smashes it. At one point there's a huge managers meeting where it's brought up that he's trying to fuck with fairness and the only person proving him wrong is about to burn herself out. So he relents and makes it a daily bonus instead of weekly. So she smashes it and makes more money than ever before, along with all the other staff in her shop. Now this owner is earning hand over fist more money than he ever has. But he's so shit with his own finances that the company is perpetually on the knife edge of going under. The girl has slowed down now. Literally working herself to failure will do that. But still gets the bonuses. Yeah. We had a £500 attendance bonus that was given for being on time every time. And never sick. From the start of October through to the end of December. But rather than just refusing to give it to the serial non-attenders, they'd dock it if you were a minute late, regardless of what else was going on. Main road to site shut by an accident? Tough luck. Lose your £500. Worse. Most people clock in early most of the time, and often get back from breaks early, because otherwise we're docked 15 minutes pay for being 1 or 2 minutes late. So most members of staff are routinely giving up 10 to 15 minutes of their own time each shift. And the times they are late, it's for a very good reason. The Christmas bonus scheme took no account of that. So you could have started 10 minutes early, but got back from your break 1 minute late, and you'd still lose your bonus and be docked the 15 minutes. And now management wonder why so many people have a "fuck you" attitude towards everything they do. My brother installs HVAC systems, got a job with a company that promised him a 10% commission on any sales. He goes out and gets a $1 million install job on a large new construction project. Boss starts in with some bullshit about not being able to pay out on a job that big. So my brother cancels the job and tells the client why, then quits the job. Because funneling money to the board and shareholders, whose only real responsibility is to have meeting most of not the whole day, is much more important than making sure your bottom-level employees are paid well enough to be happy and productive workers. You know, since they're the ones actually moving the product. Welcome to capitalism. As a manager, I never understand this shit. Would you rather increase sales 500% and lose 2% of your profit, or increase sales by 0% and lose 100%? Get ready for the fun part. People will stop pushing hard without the incentive, and you all get to hear the speech about how there's no reason to be performing worse since everyone proved they can do it already. If you're not miserable, they're not happy. It's never been about money. It's always been about feeling smug above someone else. That's our society. Capitalism and Puritanism hand in hand. One time my manager said, "If you guys can get the backlog down so that everyone is under 20, you can go home for the day." And we immediately grabbed a conference room and started grinding on everyone else's case. It was amazing. He set a high goal, but we met it by hook or by crook at 11:45 a.m. and he let us go. At first he was like, "What? No. Show me. You have to stay until the afternoon. This is too much." So we bitched and he agreed to hold up his end of the bargain and let us go. We can do amazing things if they let us and use a real carrot instead of all stick. One of my old companies had an uncapped commission for sales. It was paid out quarterly and most sales made $15 to $20K per quarter. A coworker got a huge client one quarter and the client spent a ton. This would equate to his commission of around $50,000 from just that one client. The company didn't want to pay him out and tried to negotiate with him for only half because the company couldn't afford it, which obviously made no sense since the client spent all that money. They did begrudgingly pay him 80%, I think, but he soon left and told the client to go elsewhere. At my job, we have metrics that are basically impossible to meet unless you play the game. Read. Cheat. A while ago, they started an incentive program where if you hit all 4 metrics for 3 months, you can win really cool prizes. Naturally, lots of us started playing the game heavily, and were nailing all the metrics. I had perfect scores for 2 months, and was on course for month 3, when they decided to raise the bar to a ridiculous degree, making it impossible to hit the goals. They literally changed the rules right before half of the employees in our region earned the prize. This happened when I worked at Planet Fitness. They added commission to any sales you made on any items we sold. It wasn't a huge commission, but it added up. And we did sell some very expensive tanning lotions that would always give us a decent cut if we sold them. Guess the CEO underestimated us because a few of our front desk workers were consistently making good extra pay by selling. Within a week or 2 of these payouts, the commission was canceled. From that point on, I'd literally show customers interested in purchasing any products we sell where to buy them online at a discount. Because fuck Planet Fitness. Dropping dollars to pick up dimes. Make hundreds, thousands, in profits at the cost of a few bucks? Nah, it is costing me those few bucks. This is the distilled essence of corporate leadership. Humans are so basic. How do elementary school teachers motivate students? Stickers. Cheap-ass stickers from the dollar store. How do electronic games work? Rare rewards one has to spend hours grinding to obtain. Incentives work and they don't have to really cost anything. Crazy management fails to see that. Ever attend a boring seminar, training all-day session? What does every instructor say around 3 o'clock? If we focus on these last bits, we can leave an hour early? Hey, so easy to get people motivated. They just couldn't stand happy employees getting a few crumbs tossed their way. Lol. Sad. Face with rolling eyes. The carrot or the stick approach only works when there's a carrot. Live by the stick. Watch sales die by the stick.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.